three, four. Oh my goodness, it looks like all of the lights are working right now, which is so much better than it was earlier because we couldn't get any lights working. Thank you, technology. Hey, Sherry, it's another Wednesday morning.
Wow, it is. And I can't decide if it's raining or not raining. Welcome to fall, right? Crazy.
I tell you though, it was nice as I was waking up to listen to the drops as it hits the downspout. It just makes such a neat little tinkling sound that I think is really awesome.
Well, it is very relaxing. I would say that's very relaxing. But I don't like it when I wake up in the morning because I get up at 6 and it's dark. I'm like, it confuses me what time it is. And then 6:30, it's dark again. I'm like, what time is it? So it's just all about changing the season and being more adaptable. And what is it, Terry Ann, about your perspective?
That's
Finding the
perspective.
great things in it. I
Hey,
went
let's
for a
welcome
beautiful
everyone.
walk yesterday. It was beautiful
Oh,
outside
yeah?
yesterday.
Oh, I bet it was nice out there. Yes, beautiful day to take a walk. Hey, I want to welcome everyone. Welcome to Conversations with Sherry and Terry Ann. I am Terry Ann, life coach, TA. It is time to stop those lies, defeat those lies of negative self talk by changing your perspective, which then reveals possibilities, opening new pathways onto which you can choose to proceed in truth. My co host, as always, the amazing Sherry Berger.
Good morning. Good morning. So good to see everybody this morning. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Sherry Berger. I am the owner of Here to There Consulting. We educate business owners with the tools to balance life, business, and finances because our mission is to help you create the business and life that you deserve so that you can have all the balance in there. Welcome, welcome. I am so glad to be here. I know we're talking about one of my favorite topics, goal setting. You know, it's the end of the year. We're thinking about goal setting to get ready for 2022. I love it when New Year's are coming. Everybody's ready to goal set. But I like that we're trying to do it before the first of the year. So important to do. So when we're talking about goal setting, I know we covered the gist of it, and we want to go with SMART. Which one were we on? Are we on the S or the M, or where are we, Terry Ann? Come on, get me
All
in
right.
line.
All right. I will keep you in line. But before we talk about any goals, we have something else to talk about. I would like to introduce all of you to this year's 2021 Kansas Women's Business Advocate of the Year. Let me share with you this press release. This is amazing and a great honor for Sherry. Sherry Berger, founder and president from Here to There Consulting in Shawnee, Kansas, has been selected for the 2021 Kansas Women's Business Advocate of the Year Award by the Kansas Department of Commerce, Office of Minority and Women. This award is associated with the annual Kansas Minority Enterprise Development Week celebration managed by Rhonda Harris, Kansas Director of Minority and Women-Owned Businesses, who notified Sherry of the selection. The honor will be presented to Sherry next Wednesday at a celebratory luncheon event in Topeka. She was chosen for this statewide recognition based on her continued dedication to advocating and elevating Kansas area women in business. She has provided mentoring, programming, informational events, and entrepreneurial insights for all levels of executive and entrepreneurial women to enable them to become more fulfilled and successful. Sherry has more than 20 years of coaching and leadership experience. She is a noted speaker, coach, consultant, trainer, social media personality, and mentor. Sherry utilizes a comprehensive approach to assist from here to their consulting clients, enabling them to achieve a better balance in their careers and personal lives. Congratulations, Sherry, a well-deserved award.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I was so shocked when they called me and told me I won this award on October 1st. I knew I'd been nominated 6 or 7 months ago, but I was told not to tell anybody. And I was like, you know what? That's great. I got nominated. And I went on just doing what I always do. I know a year and a half ago, this world shut down. And I cried for the first 2 weeks. I don't know about everybody else on this call, but I cried for the first 2 weeks. So then I breathed in and I breathed out. And the reason why I cried is I work with small to mid-sized businesses. They were hurting. I didn't know what to do. So I prayed, I meditated, and I actually told 2 of my networking groups, We Mean Business and Kansas City Networking Group, I said, I'm just going to get on a mission to help as many small to mid-sized businesses as I can. So I've worked my butt off this last year and a half doing that. But I didn't do it to get an award, Terry Ann. I did it because God and I thought that was the best thing to do. And the moral of this story is be careful. You never know who's watching you. I was like, wow. So when I got nominated, I thought that was a big deal. And then when I won, I'll just be honest with everybody. I was shocked until the 5th, the 6th, till about Tuesday, Wednesday, I started coming back and said, oh my goodness. And I have to thank God, because I know it all is a God thing. And I just want to give God the glory with it all. But the community and the people I work for are just amazing. And you know what? Terry Ann is amazing. And the conversations with Sherry and Terry Ann, oh my gosh, a year ago, was it a little over a year ago we decided to do this?
Yes.
For a similar reason. We said we need to go help and support as many people as we can. And oh my gosh, I couldn't do it without all these amazing people that God's put in my life. And since then, I've been overwhelmed. And you would be shocked all the people that have stepped up to even help me after I've won I haven't won the award. I go get the award next Wednesday. I'll bring it back in 2 weeks. Okay, Terry Ann?
I can't wait to have you show it to us.
Yeah. And then we will be having an after celebration. And I think I'll put that in the community later. But no. We're talking about goals though. And we're
okay, well, let's move on to
awards.
goals.
Well, maybe we should give ourselves awards when we meet our goals. But how do we know when we meet our goals, Terry Ann, is the real question. If they're not specific, did I say that word right? That word does
specific.
Not
we have to have a specific goal. We have our overall general. Here's where I want to go.
Yeah.
Here's what I want. Now break it down to the specific pieces of that goal.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that, Sherry?
How do you do that? You got to know what your goal is. What is one of your goals, Terry Ann?
Well, one goal, I want to be like Sherry Berger.
What? You don't want to be like me, Terry Ann. We couldn't do Sherry and Terry Ann if you were like me. Somebody has to be a little bit more.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I will be me, and in my own way. It is my goal to expand what I am doing to become a more motivational type of speaker.
Okay, so then when you say that, right, what does that really mean? I mean, why are you wanting to do it, right? We talked about, don't use the word right, Sherry, but we talked about those 7 layers of why.
Mm-hmm.
So if we go down and we say, why do we really want to do? Like if I say I want to lose weight, which is what I want to do. Well, why do you want to lose weight? So that I feel healthier. Why do you want to feel healthier? So that I can be a better grandparent, right? Because I'm a first time, again, I'm saying right. But I'm a first time grandma. I want to be to get up and down off the floor without hurting. I don't want to be overweight. I had a friend over here and I was running up and down stairs. And then I realized I was out of breath. And I was like, oh, by the way, my friend was my personal trainer. I'm just saying that's even worse. And I said, do you hear me? I'm out of breath. But until you acknowledge where you're at, you can't get where you want to be. So if I just say I want to lose weight, what does that even mean, Terry Ann? You say you want to be a motivational speaker. What does that even mean?
Wow, that's a good question.
How do you know when you evolve?
Oh, now you're really making me think. How will I know?
So I have to say something like for losing weight when I lose 50 pounds. You don't want to lose 50 pounds. But okay, you want to lose 50 pounds. Everybody wants to lose 50 pounds. Okay, some people want to lose 10 pounds, but everybody wants to lose weight. Is that right, Terry Ann? Pretty much.
Yes.
They either want to stay where they're at and not gain weight or lose weight or, but if we don't have a time frame, and if I'm going to lose 50 pounds, when am I going to lose my 50 pounds? Oh, you know what? After I stop eating brownies, I don't know, maybe next year. You want me to really give you a date? Are you kidding me? I don't know. I was just coming up with an idea. Well, that's not measurable.
Oh.
When are you going to become a motivational speaker? Which I don't even know how you're not already. But how many speeches do you have to give? What do you have to do to achieve that, Terry Ann?
Oh. Well, it would depend now from what you're saying. If I want a specific designation, for example, if I wanted, and I don't, you know what, you're making me think now, because I don't really know the final end of what I want. I don't know if I want that, what do they call it, professional public speaker. I've been following several who do that, and there's quite a process there, quite a number of speeches that you have to give to get that professional designation.
So how many are there?
I don't know how many there are. I haven't looked at how many.
Well, write that down. You've got to figure out how many there are.
How many are there?
So you want to figure out how many speeches you have to give for.
Okay. How many do I have to, and that's interesting. How many do I have to give? What's interesting is the word have isn't really in my mindset right now, as I want to.
I know, but you got to decide if you want to. How bad do you want to?
How bad do you want it? Yes.
And go down those 7 whys. What was yours? Mine was the 7 whys to get down to what's your big why. What's yours? What was yours? Yours was something about for when we did the why thing.
I am energized watching others grow and succeed. And if I can have any if I can plant any seed to help that person grow, I am fulfilled. Looks like Pam's working on, what are you working on, Pam? Your whys or are you trying to become a public speaker too? Do we need to work together? And I've lost Sherry. Oh my gosh. You know, technology today has been a lot of fun. But that's the thing. You have to take your goals and break them down into something specific, more specific. Oh, Sherry, you know what you just did to me.
Hey, I got knocked off. I don't know what to tell. We had some spam on here and I was trying to delete the spam. Did you get rid of the spam?
I don't think I can do it from this platform.
So I was trying to get rid of spam. I want to right up front let people know the rules of this conversation with Sherry and Terry Ann is not to put spam on there, not to put a bunch of self-promotion. What are the rules, Terry Ann? Let's go over them real quick.
Be respectful. We do have to be respectful. This is not self-promotion time. If answering, joining the conversation is one thing. If you're coming in and spamming yourself, you will be deleted.
Yeah, and we might have to block you if you keep it up. So I'm not trying to be rude. It's just not respectful and nice to other people. And do we need to flip our sides, or are you going to be okay with me being over here, Terry?
This is scary. I am very, very type A. I've got a little bit of OCD, although somebody pointed out it should be CDO if that was really true. You've got to keep things in order. I should be on the other side of the screen, but I will stay here for right now.
All you got to do is leave the room and come back like I did. It's sort of like a magic trick, Terry Ann. If you leave and you come back, you can decide where you want to be. There you go, Terry Ann.
Oh, better. Okay, now we can move on.
Doing, what is it, musical chairs. You didn't even know. We've had so much fun this morning. But no, if we could ask everybody to be respectful, what we want is people to be chatting that are including in the conversation, because today we are talking about goal setting. And if you want to talk about what your goals are and what you're working on, that would be great.
Yes, Pam. So we want to get into public speaking, and that does sound very generic. So it does need to become then more specific. And quite honestly, in preparing for this and thinking about it, maybe my goals are not specific enough for me to narrow it down to what exactly I'm looking for. I
So
just
she's
enjoy doing
revamping
this.
her website. She's been helping me with putting my book in order, which she is really good because she's a travel writer. So she's been making sure my content, I have my book all written, and she's been helping me lay out my book, which has been, oh my goodness, if you don't have a team of people to help you with writing a book, I don't know how you get it done. And then she's working on establishing sponsorship and national events. And I think she's saying that she wants to also be a public speaker, which I have asked her. When I joined Toastmasters, Terry Ann, I wanted to be able to get up in front of a group of 20 to 30 people and be able to speak without freaking out. Now I get in front of a group of over 100 and don't freak, have to work on not freaking out, but I can do it. Oh, well, let me see. A year ago, we had the goal to do this, and we were doing it a lot for ourselves, right? So that we wouldn't be scared to go Facebook Live. I wasn't really scared. I just didn't consistently do it. And so having an accountability person to do it. I don't know if you were a little bit scared going Facebook Live, but we also wanted to see how this would go. But then our other why was to encourage other people in the community and for people to know who we are and what we can support or help them with. Yes, Pam likes to say that I have the black and white of the book and that she's adding the color of the book.
I like that. Well, tell me, looking at the idea of a specific goal, Sherry, how do you break down your big overall goal into something very specific?
Well, that's what I was talking about. Like, I think weight loss is one of them that's really easy, right?
Right. It's an easy answer.
No, it's easy to break down to put your X and Y's. So I will lose 50 pounds in the next 10 months. So then what does that mean? So then you count 10 months from now or a year from now, right? 10 months would put me in July. So if I lose 50 pounds in 10 months, then July, today happens to be July, and not that we care about the date, but today happens to be July 13th. So October 13th. So July 13th. So if I wrote down, I'm going to lose 50 pounds by July 13. And I think I'm accidentally saying this to the whole community. So this is scary. I might be making myself. Well, and if you even get live right now, I find that if you write it down or you say it to your safe community like this, then it's going to happen. Like you're talking about how many speeches you want to give. My suggestion to you was tell this community, Terry Ann, but go back and tell our Toastmaster community. And I bet you have mentors in Toastmasters. And
so goals break down to milestones, and milestones break down to daily tasks.
That's true.
Great comment. And now what you were just saying, Sherry, you made it, but you did make it specific. You didn't just say, I want to lose weight. Okay, that's a generic. I want to lose 50 pounds. I want to lose 50 pounds by July 13th.
But I want to isn't going to get you anywhere.
No.
I'm going to lose 50 pounds. By saying I want isn't going to get you anywhere. Mindset has a lot to do with it. The terminology and words that we choose, I just said choose to use,
that's right,
can make a big difference. And so if you want to be a motivational speaker and you think that means, or you say it means giving 7 speeches and learning how to be more motivational along the way. But like with speaking, if you want to talk about speaking with me, I tell stories, but I want to be a better storyteller when I'm giving speeches. I feel like I am a motivational speaker. That's just who I am. But storytelling is where I want to be better because people love to hear stories and break them down and make them understand things better. And then now that I said I want to lose weight, I know we're going to go into the attainable, and she's talking about breaking down milestones and to daily tasks. And I think we're going to talk about that as we're going through the SMART. But right now we just want the goal set. We
And
just want
narrowing
to
it
know
down,
what
yes.
is it. My goal was to have my book totally rough draft out into editing because I have like 4 or 5 people helping me write this book. Pam is one of my people. Michael Kravitz is one of my people. My daughter, Kara Mariah, is one of my people. Oh, wait, she might not like me calling her Kara Mariah. But anyway, my point is, and then I got a couple other people that are helping me. And so in my acknowledgement page, I will be more than willing to put the acknowledgement in there for my book. But I have to get my book done, it's taking a team. To lose weight, it should take a team. So I have my team, but then I have to figure out where are we in the process and what do I need done next. So I need to talk to Pam, who's helping me get all the content put in order. Then I got to talk to Michael Kravitz, who's editing it. Then I got to have my daughter, Kara, who's editing it. Then I got to figure out, does Michael edit it or Kara edit it first? And I know all that, and we're going to talk about some of this as we go along. But more importantly, when I put my team together to get my book done on the 17th of September, I have one chapter that's not done right now, and it needed all to be roughed out. Well, I've had a baptism for my son. Some of my team players have had things going on, right? But there's one thing I haven't done. I've sort of done it, but I need to write down a new deadline because I didn't get done September 17th. And I was telling Michael, I was very upset and da-da-da. And Michael's like, you know what? Just reset. And that's what we have to do sometimes. Sometimes we have to reset. And I need my book done. I don't need my book done. I want my book all the way done like in November. I've already had my photographer take my book cover back. I have to have my bio written. I mean, there's so much to it to put together a book. And there's so many key components and players that I have involved in getting my book done. And so Terry Ann's been one of my key players as well. But Terry Ann always tries to be behind the scene. But she's been my motivator, my accountability, my person, getting me from here to there. Kathy Weaver, she's been one of my big supporters in getting this done, because how do you publish it? It takes a lot to get it done. And then I got a couple clients, believe it or not, Terry Ann, that are stepping up to the plate and they're reading it and telling me what needs to be fixed. And then we're discussing it and I'm reworking it. And yeah.
So what's happening though is along the way, you have found more parts to it. When we use the word reset and having to change the deadline, the specific goal has not changed. The book coming out. Now, along the way, you learned a few things. Okay, so we have to make a few adjustments to our little roadmap here. The goal is still the same. We're delaying the deadline a little bit and having to reset, but that doesn't change the value, the importance, the specific goal that you're aiming for.
And a lot of times I am shocked, like with writing a book, how much your leadership skills matter. When you have a team and one team player, you have to say, well, we have to get this done by this date. And then so you're mentoring and coaching that individual to help you move it from here to there. Then you got your next. So you're trying to put this big event together. But sometimes what I did, people have asked me, who's publishing it? What's its name? What's this? What's? And I said, you know how you do it? And they said, how do you do it? One bite at a time, like we always eat an elephant. So having the specific goal, and right now Pam's saying SMART goals, which is what we're going to talk about, but it all starts with that specific goal. And it's okay if you have to go back. You said the goal's the same.
Mm-hmm.
But we still want those X's and Y's. Everybody always says algebra doesn't work. Algebra works, guys. We have to put, what do we want and when is the date done? So I have a challenge for you, Terry Ann. Write this down. I need to know when you're going to have, how many speeches do you think it is? Is it 5?
I don't know. I would like to, okay, I'm looking ahead to 2022. I would like to get to where I can make one presentation a month as a first goal.
You can do it. That's
it.
what I did to get the Competent Communicator.
One presentation a month. Anybody interested? That's my goal. Yes. So
you don't want to do it just for Toastmasters. You want to do it in
No, not including Toastmasters. Not including Toastmasters.
But when you're doing those presentations, like I just gave a presentation yesterday on time management. And guess what? I had a bunch of my Toastmaster friends there. So this morning I'm putting my makeup on and getting ready. Yes, I have makeup on. No, I'm just being funny. But I was getting ready this morning and I got thinking how many Toastmasters were in the audience, and we should always repurpose what we're doing. So I'm pretty sure I did one of my projects. I got to figure out what it is and probably go back and get a Toastmaster friend of mine to, evaluate me on that. Hey, a quick question. We're down to 5 minutes left. 4 minutes left.
4 minutes.
Trying to show me that red cup, Missy. But I have a challenge for everybody to come back, but know your X's and Y's. What is your specific goal? And you, Terry Ann, yours is going to be that public speaking thing. But how many speeches do you need to give? And you can use Toastmasters as a guideline.
Sure.
And Marilyn said that she's terrible with time management. You should have been, Marinella, you should have been at my workshop yesterday. It was 8 a.m. Marinella loves 8 a.m. She really does. She's such a morning person. No. But time management, if you're terrible with it, you can make it a goal. How am I going to get better with time management?
Mm-hmm.
And that might even be a great topic. These next couple weeks, Marinella, I'm so glad you're here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. We're going to be talking about setting goals to get ready for 2022. And, time management is not a bad goal. So what can we do to be better with time management? So we could talk more about that.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, though, my challenge to get ready for next week, which is going to be 10/20/21. That's weird. But anyway, to get ready for next week, put together those specific goals. Terry Ann, are you going to go find your X and Y?
I'm going to go find my X and my Y.
Yeah, go find your X and Y. What are your final comments, Terry Ann?
Now that we started to narrow down some specifics, and it's interesting, and thanks for pushing me, because, it's easy to just say, oh, I'm going to do this, and leave it at that, making it specific. Now, is it measurable? So next week, you're going to make me wonder if that is measurable, what I've narrowed down. And I'm going to narrow it down a little bit more this week. So next week, we're going to ask you about your book and your deadlines and your specific goals too.
I will see everybody next Wednesday. Make it a great day. Bye, guys.
Go grab some coffee.
You said coffee, not tea. Okay, I got my coffee.
I was just looking at Marinella's comment. It's time for coffee. Bye, everyone.